You're from the Mojave, right? Is it true you can see New Vegas for miles?
Halt! Dry wells and all of the land beyond this gate belong to Kaisar. What business do you have here? If you wish to aid us, you should speak to Decanus Remus. He leads the Dry Wells garrison. I believe is a task fit for an outsider. Ensure you are familiar with the Legion's laws. Ignorance of our rules will not save you from a cross. Our garrison protects the front gate with many loyal legionnaires ready to defend at a moment's notice. This location prepares many of the shipments that eventually reach the Mojave, and many legionnaires rest here before heading upriver. Up the hill is the Office of Slavery, our capture center, and some shops from local subjects. We allow the shops to exist as long as they aid us. Tony runs a barbershop while Medicus Felix can provide medical care if you need it. Beyond that is the administrative building, the most important asset in all of Drywells. We protect it at all costs. The villa is where most of the subjects live. They don't bother us and provide aid when requested. Thomas and the elders ensure it stays that way. Finally, you will reach the slaves' quarters and the last drop. There are many merchants and travelers there. These lands belong to the Legion. All you see is thanks to Kaisar. You are lucky to witness our might as one of the dissolute. Drug or alcohol use is not permitted within our lands. You are not to use, distribute, or purchase any illicit substances while in Dry Wells. You are permitted to bring your weapons with you, but use against any member or subject of the Legion will end in your death. Trading is permitted, and you will find that merchants are safer here than in NCR territories. There are no bandits or raiders along our roads. Do not disrupt Legion operations under any circumstances, and you will find that our lands are preferable to those you are accustomed to. All lands and property under Kaisar's rule belong to the Legion and follow its laws. We unite all peoples and tribes under a single banner. The Legion's watchful eyes ensure little crime makes its way into our lands, and the few brave or foolish enough to try are killed on sight. The merchants and subjects here are safe and prefer our rule to alternatives. You are welcome to speak to them and see for yourself. Ah, the Hunters Guild. They are quite useful to the Legion and provide us with regular tributes from their hunts. They mostly operate outside of our gates and are permitted to exist only as long as Centurion Gaius Magnus allows it. Wale.
Awe. I am Remus, a veteran Decanus of Caesar's Legion. I oversee the defense of this post and lead the garrison along the river. I was originally from Arizona, when Centurion Constantine, a Decanus himself at the time, freed my tribe from our old ways. Do the blind hate those who give them sight? Does a child hate its parents for giving them life? No, the Legion and Constantine raised my tribe from the ground and showed me the truth. Might makes right, and the Legion is mighty. Constantine oversees dry wells when Gaius Magnus is on campaign. He is Gaius' second, and one of Caesar's greatest soldiers. Very well. This is Dry Wells, a strategic supply post for the Legion and a command center for operations heading west. Our primary objective here is to reinforce the Legion's advance into the Mojave, and to provide reinforcements to Caesar at a moment's notice. Look, everyone, this profligate can tell jokes. Put on a clown hat for me, profligate. Tell me some more jokes, clown. Let me ask you something. If a shipment of supplies is sent from Arizona to the Mojave, and there's nobody here to move it, how will it reach Caesar? This position is key for the Legion, and the NCR knows it. They want everything east of the Colorado too, but they can't have it. It's Caesar's. I may have a task that needs an outside hand. There's a merchant along I-40 that has been harassing legionaries, asking probing questions. I don't want him dead. I want answers. Sending legionaries would likely result in the loss of the merchant's head, and, with it, his ability to speak. See if you can figure out who he works for, and why he is asking so many questions. Prove to me that you can handle this task with discretion. If you can, plenty more work will become available to you. Goodbye.
Hey there. Hey, take it easy. Keep your voice down. I'm just trying to protect myself here. All right, shoot. I should have planned this better. Are you working with the Legion? Good. I need someone I could trust out here. I'm from... out west. We'll just leave it at that. I'm doing some recon out here. Will you help me? Got it. I'm out of here. You won't see my face again. Thanks for the help. I'll let the folks back home know you looked out for me.
Welcome to the last drop. What can I get you? This is the last drop. Get it? Because we're in dry wells? I came up with that one myself. We're the last stop in the area for travelers, or the first thing people see when they get here. Either way, we'll get you ready for the road. Well, there's not very many of us, but it beats NCR territory. No bandits or fiends out here. NCR treats us worse than dirt. Legion rule isn't perfect, but it beats being in the Mojave. I've got a small job for you. The legionaries at the water well have been turning my Brahmin around empty-handed. Water's obviously my top seller. I'm a one-man operation, so it's a pinch hard for me to pack up and barter with them. If you can help me broker a deal, I'll make sure to cut you in. I normally pay 200 caps, or 50 denarii, so I'm guessing the price went up. Sure, here's what I've got. Later.
Awe. I am Nemo, servant to Kaisar and to Mars. I oversee the well and distribute water to the legionaries and the subjects in dry wells. Yes, very cunning. My name was given to me by my instructor as a young boy, and unfortunately, it has stuck. My name is a reminder that I must outwork the other legionaries to prove that I am worthy to fight for Kaisar on the front lines. Your reputation is known well with the Legion. You may have some water. Return tomorrow for another if you'd like. The rate went up. We can't give away free water to a merchant. It's now 300 caps per week. A pleasure. True to Kaisar. Wale.
Awe. You let him get away? You fool. Now we have to go track him down. It will be almost impossible to find him once he leaves the canyon. I suppose he is gone, so I'll pay you half your contract fee. I'll give you one more chance to redeem yourself, so you'd better not waste it. Centurion Constantine is dealing with the situation in the administration building at the top of the hill and has requested urgent assistance. If you want any more work, I'd urge you to speak with him at once, and pray you can deliver this time.
Boom! Are you aware there's a huge bomb coming? It's gonna kill us all. We need to prepare. Oh, I'm all right. I'm telling you, it's coming. We've got to prepare. A huge missile flying in from the sky. Mars told me in a vision. Oh, I know. How about a suit? What are them big yellow ones? I saw a fella try one on in the shop down the road. His name is Sam, too. I'm just Sam. Sam Davis. They call me Shelter Sam because I'm the only one smart enough to know what's coming. My shelter isn't built yet, but I'm gonna put it right here. It'll be huge and go underground for miles. Just you wait. Bye now. Welcome to the last drop. What can I get you? Here's what he charged you, plus your cut. Thanks for your help. Later.
True to Caesar.
Always. I am veteran Locatus, Legion armor and weapons master. I trade on behalf of the Legion and lead the distribution of supplies among the camp. I hail from New Mexico, where Caesar himself conquered my tribe and brought us to greatness. All that he has promised is coming true. Very well. I have been permitted to trade with you as long as you maintain good relations with the Legion. Wale.
Hey.
Oh good, you're here. Remus told me you were coming. Then there's no time to waste. Are you ready? Good, then let's not waste any time. As I'm sure you've noticed, Drywells is safe and secure. Clear roads, no hostile wildlife, and the subjects thrive under our rule. Although lately, our reputation as a safe haven from the wasteland has been challenged. Just below where we stand is an old mine from the pre-war. It's been empty since our years of occupation here. However, there's been a recent change of events that have occurred. A massive horde of feral ghouls has seemingly appeared out of nowhere. It's as if they're coming out of the damn walls. I dispatched a Constantine to clear the first layer and secure a foothold. I'm hesitant to send more reinforcements. Without knowing the source of the infestation, I'd just be sending recruits off to their death. With most our veterans on campaign with Gaius, I'm left with no choice. I cannot risk failure. Gaius Magnus will return from campaign soon. And if I lose any more legionaries, well, that's none of your concern. Are you with us? I'm glad to hear that. Find Cave Runner in the mine. His Constantine can assist you in clearing it out. Until we meet next, Wale.
Hey! Clock's ticking. Not much time left now. Oh, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I'm ready. Mars warned me.
Alway. Ludo, did you need something? Working. Don't distract me. Saw some mole rats running out of the Twisted Hair caves. Good target practice. Lots of traders. Not much action. I saw some legionaries go into the mines the other day, and lots of shooting after. True to Caesar.
Alway, have you come to help clear the mine? Very well. Sounds like a foolish decision, but you are welcome to make it.
Do you have any idea what you've just walked into? You should have stayed out. You killed our ferals, so we're gonna have to move again. They were the only thing keeping the Legion away. The sewer connector. There's a ton of collapsed tunnels, and we sent the ferals out first to clear the way for us. Left those rad barrels by the front of the cave as a stay out sign. Looks like it didn't work. We're not really looking to live under the Legion's boot. No offense. We've been surviving down here for longer than you've been alive. There's more ferals in the sewer connector. We'll pull them back, clear the path for you. Wait here a couple hours. We'll block the exit behind us so they can't come back in. You're a good person, smooth skin. Warmed my rotting heart.
Hey, looking to earn some good karma? I'm Diego. I'm originally from East Arizona, down by Tucson. I've spent a lot of time traveling, though. Years in Mexico and Texas, too. I travel where I can do some good. I'm only here in the wasteland for a short time, let's be honest. Might as well make the best of it. I'm a firm believer in karma. People usually get what's coming to them, one way or another. I like to help speed up that process. It's a mixed bag, like anything out here. It's a hell of a lot more lawless than Legion lands, but that does mean more freedom. There's been a ton of fighting down in Baja with the NCR, and Gaius Magnus has been marching around chopping off heads lately too. The two big factions are trying to gobble everything up, and the regular people are caught in the middle. Nothing new. The Lone Star State. Well, let's see. There's a pretty big Brotherhood presence there. A lot bigger than anything I've seen out west. The Legion is gearing up to try and take it, but there's a lot of empty land and not many tribes to conquer. Not ideal for Kaiser. The land isn't great for farming, or really much of anything. I've heard of great cities, the Texas Triangle they call it, but I never reached it. Kaiser made a big show of conquering El Paso del Norte, the passageway to the north. Turns out it was mostly a burnt-out dust bowl. The locals abandoned the place before Legion got there, torching everything. Maybe the other great cities will have a bit more fight in them. All right, what did you want to talk about? My deal is what goes around comes around. What you bring into this world is what you get out of it. If you bring chaos and hate into this wasteland, pretty soon that same chaos will start to wreck your life. If you take a look at this messed up world and try to help, the world has a funny way of meeting you halfway. It's not like that at all. I can't tell you about your karma. That's for you to figure out alone. The world will make it clear, and it'll tell you about yourself if you listen. Look at the people around you. They say a lot about who you are. There's a lot of good karma to be earned if you know where to look. You could start by talking to Paula, the cook down in the mess tent. She's been treated pretty badly, and she's in rough shape. If you help her, I bet some good karma will find its way to you. You could even talk to Thomas about finding her a place to stay here. All right, what did you want to talk about? Later.
Expecting someone else? I understand you were the one who succeeded where Constantine failed, that you cleared the mine of the infestation brought about by his incompetence. Here, your payment in full. If you plan on staying in Dry Wells, I have use for someone who can help me fix the mess I returned to. So, the Dissolute wants to know who I am. I am Gaius Magnus, conqueror of the Burning Suns tribe, harbinger of Caesar's justice. Tribals and profligates alike fear my name, and all know it. As should you, one of the Dissolute. The Burning Suns were a tribe from south of here, far south. They live in a hellscape hotter than even Phoenix. I was set on a campaign to war against the southern tribes, and crush any opposition to Caesar's expansion. It was a long journey, and the lands were wild. My hardened veterans cleansed many small tribes, but the Burning Suns were our fiercest opposition. The Burning Suns were a strong people, accustomed to the heat and harshness of their land. I knew immediately they would be formidable warriors. Their strength lied in their worship of the sun. Our scouts learned that they believe it gave them strength, and preferred to fight at its peak. It makes sense, doesn't it? They were used to the scorching sun, so they fight better at the hottest part of the day. Nothing spiritual about it. It was easy enough after that. We conducted our raids at night and torched their outposts. They would learn to fear the night, fear the darkness. As our raids increased, they slept less. Their soldiers were deprived and weakened, while my veterans were trained in total war. I threatened their elders with annihilation, and they finally bent the knee, as most do eventually. I brought Caesar his 87th tribe on a silver platter, and I will bring him many more, Mars willing. This armor was forged in the heart of Arizona. The metal was pieced together for my vanquished enemies. A trophy fit for a future legate. Many of the armors from the Burning Suns veterans were melted down, reforged and repurposed into something new, something better. This armor represents the essence of the Legion, showing how we break down tribes and rebuild their remnants. We form them into a unified force of unparalleled strength, under the banner of the Bull. Caesar himself bestowed this armor upon me as a symbol of his trust and a testament to my victories. Constantine is no longer here, and he is no longer a Centurion. You would be wise to remove him from your memory, as he no longer serves the Legion. Constantine's failures have let Dry Wells fester. I am sitting here on a rotting hill of carcasses, dead legionaries that he will answer for. It is none of your concern, but Constantine will soon be sentenced to death. His body will be put on display for all to see. It will serve as a reminder to the legionaries of what happens when you fail Caesar. It is no small feat, however, to sentence a Centurion to death. This process will take time, and I'll likely need to speak to Caesar personally. Caesar will review my claim and utter his final judgment, which will undoubtedly be death. Yes, I did. Very astute. As I mentioned, Dry Wells has been allowed to fester since my leave. Legionaries have become undisciplined, weak, lazy. I need to instill a reminder that just because we are not on the front line, I will not accept complacency among my troops. Seek out this cancer at its source. Start with Decanus Remus. See if you can dig anything up on him. After working alongside Constantine for so long, It's likely that the failures here are deep and must be pulled up by the root. What do you think? If there's a snake in your garden, what would you do to it? Try to reason with it, convince it not to bite you. If he is unloyal or has failed me, I will execute Remus, like all who have failed me before, and I will replace him with someone more competent. Good. I like the enthusiasm. Return to me when you've found something. Wally.
I won't lie. I've seen better days. I feared this day would come. Gaius Magnus is a great soldier, but he has no tolerance for failure. He's right. I can't lead dry wells. Not to his standard, at least. I've known he was coming for me one way or another. He's always suspected me of winning his position. I just never saw it playing out like this. Thank you, but there is no tolerance in the Legion for failure. I'm likely to never see the sun again until the day of my execution. That's true, although I'm not sure the same can be said for all the legionaries. Remus and I have spoken about this possibility before. The legionaries who run this capture facility are also sympathetic to my cause. Gaius is overconfident. He forgets the troops prefer my treatment. They might just support my challenge if I project strength. Gaius was arrogant to charge my own men with guarding me. He underestimates their loyalty. I have a plan. It's a risky one, but with your assistance, I'm sure we could pull it off. As long as you're serious about helping me. There will be no going back. Alright, first thing you'll need to do is clear the sewers. There's a grate behind this building that leads straight inside. Clear whatever is alive down there, and return to me when it's done. I'm not sure why you're helping me, but I won't turn down a helping hand. In the meantime, I'll speak to my men here about joining our cause. If they simply let me leave, Gaius would kill them on the spot. Awe, any news? Great news. That's a start. We still need to gather supporters. But first, I'm getting out of this fucking cage. The legionaries here have agreed to join me and are risking their lives for this. In the meantime, I will need you to muster support on my behalf. Decanus Remus will not need any convincing, but the other leaders will. Once you have met with the Decani, meet me in the mines. I will gather my strength and do what I can from there. And thank you. You have lit a fire of hope within me. Let us hope that Gaius does not snuff it out.
Salute. This is the Dry Wells Capture Processing Center. Any captures, soon-to-be slaves, and prisoners are sent here and processed. My job is to assign them work, or assist with their sentencing if they have committed a crime. We assess the captures based on their fitness, both mental and physical. Some may be fit to throw a spear, but we would not trust to hold a gun. Due process. Most of these profligates are lucky to have even a chance of being spared. They are lucky that Kaiser is so generous. He prefers that we review each case before an execution. The places these people come from offer them no such mercy. No, nothing of the sort. The Office of Slavery is next door. Slaves do come through here, yes, but only temporarily. Decanus Proximus makes decisions regarding slaves and their transport. We merely hold them here. I deal with the criminals, interrogation, and the like. These profligates are undergoing Kaiser's judgment. I carry out these sentences as his right hand, as he would wish. Let us speak of something else. Constantine escaped? And what are the men downstairs? Are they alive? I see. I'm not surprised. The legionaries respect Constantine. They fear Gaius, but Constantine earned their respect without dissimmatio. I'm not surprised they prefer Constantine's calculated approach over Gaius's brutality. I, however, will require more convincing. Why should I support Constantine? Gaius Magnus controls Dry Wells, and most of its troops along with it. That is a fair point. It seems my legionaries have made their decision, and I should likely make mine as well. Let Constantine know that he has my support, and my legionaries. We will await his orders and prepare for whatever comes next.
Salve. I am Decanus Milo. I'm charged with the protection of the roads along I-40 and Dry Wells, and I help maintain order in the area. Dry Wells is vital to Kaiser and the Legion. We send many troops through this location, and it is a backup deployment area for the Mojave. This makes my role doubly important. I protect the people here, and also ensure supplies reach their destination safely. You may not. Passage beyond dry wells is restricted to Legion subjects, merchants, and legionaries at this time. Have you come here seeking your death? Openly speaking against Gaius Magnus, ruler of dry wells, conqueror of Caesar's 87th tribe. Out of respect for Constantine, I will allow you to lead with your life. For now, do not test my patience. Unhinged. The Legion does not tolerate failure. It was my contubernium who had to help clear Dustfall Mine, who put themselves in danger. Will Constantine stand for his failures? He allowed that breach to occur. He is responsible for the deaths in the sewer. Fighting with words, like a profligate. But you speak true. We all are part of these failures, and likely would share Constantine's fate. Very well. Tell your Centurion he has my support, and that of my men.
Howdy. Sure. Here's what I've got. Later.
Away. Constantine brought me into the Legion and took me under his wing. I am proud to be his second and will support his challenge to Gaius Magnus. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. Goodbye.
Alway, as you can see, more legionaries have joined me, and much of my gear has been recovered. How goes rallying the Decani? This is great news. With half the legionaries and drywells under my command, I have more than enough troops now to challenge Gaius and his ruling. Next, we will need to plan our final stand. We can't stay down here forever, and it's only a matter of time before Gaius finds us. He could simply block the exits and starve us out, or roll radiation barrels down here to force us out. We'd all be massacred. Attacking Gaius in his fortress is also out of the question. Having fortified the building myself, I can tell you that no attacking force would be able to get through without incredible losses. What we need is a defensible position out of direct sight of the hill. I believe the villa would work, and we could enter there safely from the mines. I want you to speak to Thomas, the villa elder. Convince them to stay inside. Allow us to fight Gaius on our own terms. We'll make our stand there. Do you have any questions before you begin? The Hunters Guild might support us. That's a great idea. There are rumors Gaius may have been plotting against them, but I'm unsure. It's difficult to say if they would make much of a difference. I also don't know how the legionaries would feel fighting alongside Legion subjects. Very well. If you can convince the subjects in the villa to help us, we'll accept their support, as small as it may be. You'll have to convince them to join us, which may be a challenge in of itself. Honestly, this is a day I hoped would never come. I've always been a loyal servant of Caesar, and I've served faithfully all these years. I'm grateful to those who have joined my side, and I hope it can lead us to victory. But Gaius Magnus is a monster. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned about what's to come. Wale.
Howdy. I've been a merchant for a few years now. I'm from out west originally, but I crossed the Colorado about a year ago, and I haven't looked back. Rick and Trudy were originally my customers, but I found myself not wanting to leave after working with them a bit. The Hunters Guild has become my family, and it sure beats my family back home. Sure was. I don't recommend it. For all its flaws, the Legion sure has things locked down better over here. I'm not a fan of NCR lands. If you talk to any of the merchants out here, they'll pretty much all say the same thing. Between taxes and the raider threat, it's too hard to turn a profit in NCR territory. I'd love to, but all my stuff is locked up near the lodge. Rick won't let me near it until we get the place back. Sure thing. See you later.
Can I help you? This is the Hunters Guild, or what's left of it. We've been cut down from a sizable faction in the region to what you see in this building. We've been in this town for a long time, much longer than the Legion. The Hunters Guild was originally founded by my father, who passed it to me. Drywells is home. Before the war, this place was a resort town, and apparently tourists came from miles to visit. Now it's a supply hub for the Legion. They run a pretty tight ship here, and we know better than to try and get in their way. Not many tourists anymore, I'm afraid. It's not all military, though, and between us and the Vila, there's a pretty sizable civilian population here. We help the Legion keep the critters at bay. They do a pretty good job of keeping the roads clear, but they need an extra hand from time to time. We have a few rules we have to follow. Weekly tributes to the Legion, help keep the roads clear, and no chems or booze. The last one is tough. In return, the Legion doesn't poach our members for their army, and we get to trade any extra meat and keep most of the profits. It's really not that bad, as long as you're the type that can keep your head down. Smartasses find their way onto a cross pretty quick around here. Around here? Nope, we're the only one. Can't imagine the Legion would be happy with more of us. They can barely stand us as it is. There's other moving bands of hunters out there, but I'm not sure how many east of the Mojave. We might be an anomaly. There is the Chase Collegium, a band of weirdos from out west that hunts the bigger critters, deathclaws and the like. I know one of them used to work as a merc for the Legion, taking out lake lurks along the Colorado. If any of them are here, I imagine they won't be much longer. Kaisar tends to gobble up the smaller groups and make them kneel. I'm sorry, but no. We can't get involved with Legion politics. We've survived a long time by not angering Kaisar. I am not looking to change that. Trust me, we'd prefer Constantine over Gaius. If we had control of our lodge and our armory again, my answer may be different. I'm not sure. Look, it's nothing personal, but we recently lost a lot of people and our home to a band of Night Stalkers. Call me crazy, but I suspect there might be foul play at hand. Why would a whole group of Night Stalkers attack us? How would they be that organized? How about this? I'll start you with something easy. Let you prove your worth before we give you any bigger jobs. We regularly provide food for the troops from our hunts as tribute to the Legion, and our latest shipment of food is about ready to be delivered. If you can handle a simple delivery, I'll talk to Trudy about finding you some real work. Give this to Paula in the mess tent up the road. Good. Be quick about it, please. We are on a schedule here. Kaisar's troops aren't the most forgiving group, especially when they're hungry. Until next time.
True to Kaisar.
Hello. My name is Paula, but the Legionaries call me Freeman. I think it's a joke to them, the fact that I'll never be free again. I was born in Colorado, and my tribe was conquered by the Legion when I was very young. I feed the troops here, which keep me quite busy. Just in time. Thank you. The Legionaries don't like to be kept waiting. It depends on what meats I have available. I make a desert salad that will keep you full all day, and an omelet that is to die for. Not sure if I have a favorite. Sure, as long as you are in good terms with the Villa and the Legion, I would be happy to give you some food. What would you like today? Of course, I hope it helps on your travels. Come back tomorrow if you'd like. You're serious? You would help me? Oh, thank you so much. I've been hoping for a moment like this for as long as I can remember. Right up the hill is where you could purchase my freedom. It's the first office on the right of the road. You can't miss it. There is a man there named Proximus. He is the head of the slavers and would be able to set me free. Just be careful not to anger him. I don't have much to repay you with, but I'd be happy to make you some food if it's any help. I guess I hadn't thought about that yet. I'd love to live in the villa if that's possible. There are such kind people there. Could you speak to Thomas for me? He's one of the elders there, and I think he helps with the housing. He's always been really good to me.
Hey there. I'm Thomas. I help run the villa, and I guess I'm considered one of the elders now. I also handle most of our dealings with the Legion. This used to be a medical clinic, it seems like. We converted the upstairs offices into bedrooms and turned it into a pretty nice place. Not much medical work going on these days, and the Legion confiscated our supplies. Dr. Felix down the road does his best, though. I think that's a pretty dangerous question to be asking in public. Keep the safety of those in the villa in mind. Kaiser has eyes everywhere. The Legion keeps our roads clear, and we haven't been attacked by raiders since they moved in. We are safe and have running water and electricity. If you want my personal opinion beyond that, I'm afraid you will not get it here. What a wonderful thing to do. Paula sure has a talent for cooking, doesn't she? Never lets anything go to waste either. Tell Paula we would welcome her here with open arms. As long as she's a free woman, there shouldn't be any issue. Hopefully she can find it in her heart to help us in our kitchen, too. We don't have anyone worth their salt in there. No pun intended. Well, it doesn't sound like we have much choice in the matter. I will tell everyone to stay inside and away from the windows. I hope you know what this means if you lose. Gaius Magnus will not let us live after standing aside to let you use our home for your war. To him, standing aside is standing against him. We all hope for this matter to be behind us soon. I know some of us would be willing to help, but we aren't exactly experienced fighters. I will tell the townsfolk they can either hide with us or fight alongside you. I'm sure some of them will take the chance to fight Gaius.
Hello. I'm Caitlin. I help Thomas run things here in the villa. I'm originally from Flagstaff, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. I moved here after I heard the Legion took over an old resort town. I thought I'd see it for myself. Well, before my time, this used to be a hotel, and the big administration building was some kind of grand event hall. That was a long time ago, before the bombs fell. It's amazing. This place is nearly untouched. Our little piece of paradise. Trust me, I'm open to alternatives, but do you see anyone coming up that hill offering us another option? From what I've heard, the NCR is losing in the Mojave pretty badly. I don't see any chance they'd be able to make it this far east. Who else would be able to defend this place? We sure couldn't. I'm here with both my arms and legs, aren't I? I even have my own bed, in a room where I can sleep safely at night. I was in Flagstaff before the Legion was around. Arizona was a harsh place, full of roving gangs and tribes. This is paradise compared to that. I miss the snow mostly. Not much of that here. This place is more red than anything you've ever seen, and there's a huge crater outside of town. There were a bunch of weirdos who used to go worship the crater, saying it was the next coming of Adam or something like that. They had a whole church in the crater. When Kaiser found out, he surrounded it and let the Legionnaires use the cultists as target practice. Punishment for spreading word of false prophets, I guess. Best to stay in your lane. Don't cause a scene, and you'll avoid the wrath of Kaiser. Goodbye.
What can I get you? I'm Noah. I've been the owner and operator of the Dry Well for going on 6 years now. The bar was just called The Well back in the day. We sell drinks, although not the kind you're likely used to in a bar if you're not from around here. No alcohol allowed in these parts. Business is alright. There's a decent amount of travelers that come through here. The villa's generally pretty safe, which beats a lot of places. There's not many other options, which makes this place pretty popular among the locals. Even Legionnaires come in here occasionally. I never know if they're here to buy something or to raid the place looking for booze. It's a little nerve-wracking, to be honest. Well, let's see. There's Thomas in the housing complex, if you haven't met him yet. He's a real nice older guy who keeps things together. There's the Hunters Guild down the road, too. They're great folks. I do a lot of business with them. That's where I get most of my meat from. Tony's got a great barbershop down the road, and Dr. Felix is right across the street. I won't recommend you by competition, so that's all for now. Oh, and don't forget the massive military complex overlooking the entire town. That's great, too. Well, they're technically my landlords now. All property here is owned by Caesar. We don't actually run anything here anymore. I imagine if the war got bad enough, they'd confiscate all my shit, which isn't ideal, but they haven't bothered me here just yet. There's a lot I'd change, but it's probably not a great idea to talk about that in public, or anywhere, really. Sure thing. Hope you're thirsty. Come back soon.
Hey there, you looking to buy anything? Sure, here's what I've got. Take it easy.
Hey there, welcome to Dan and Jan's. How can I help you? Well, my wife and I wanted to get a little closer, and I was tired of going all the way to her side to use the bathroom. I'm just kidding. So, technically, under Legion rules, Jan isn't supposed to help run her own shop. She's supposed to be my employee or my caretaker. We used to have two shops, mine and hers. Of course, we still lived together, but she was quite the entrepreneur, her own separate store. With new management, I had to come up with a clever workaround. Did some renovating there in the middle of the store, and voila, only one shop now. Unfortunately, that also means you will have to do your trading through me. But I'll make sure I represent her bookshop to the best of my ability. That's a tough question. I don't think so. We've had to make some tough decisions here, but Drywell's is our home. Things were much worse when the Twisted Hairs were here. So much violence. The Legion is harsh, but they keep things stable. Trains always run on time in Legion territory. Heard a trader say that once. Never knew what it meant, but I really like the sound of it. See you later.
Oh, hey there. If you'd like to buy any books, you'll need to speak to my husband, Dan. I'm Jan. I work here at Dan and Jan's shop. We've been here quite a long time, and this store is pretty much all we spend our time on. We're kind of homebodies. Dan and I used to take walks to the river, but I heard the area isn't safe anymore. A bunch of wild animals hurt some people down there. I do like the dry bar, though. Dan takes me sometimes, and they have a jukebox. Sometimes, but where would we go? Anything east sounds lawless, and I've heard there are gangs even inside the NCR cities. Is that true? We haven't had one looter since the Legion's been here. Traders tell us bandits run wild across the river. Don't forget to speak to Dan if you'd like to make a purchase.
What is it? I am Decanus Proximus, head slave master here at Drywell. I oversee operations of the Office of Slavery. the capture center, and the slave quarters. It may sound like a lot of work, but I have a talent for administration, especially in regards to the cattle. No, I mean the cattle. The slaves haven't earned the right to be treated like you or I. They either have not proven their worth, or they have none. There are times when the slaves outnumber us during large transports, sometimes 5 to 1. They never rise up, never fight back. If they had any worth, they would have shown it by now. Why would you want to do that? She's quite useful. I'm not sure. I think you'll need to provide something substantial for her. Since you're not from around here, we'll trade in your currency. 400 caps or get out of my sight. Your choice. Denarii are a symbol of our power and order. Caps are not. I suppose I may be in the Mojave soon anyways. Fine. 200 caps. It's been a pleasure. You may let her know she is free to go. Or don't tell her. Not like I'd care. Wale.
Our way, true to Kaisar.
Hello. Thank you so much. You have given me my life back, and you gave me a place to live. This is beyond anything I could have ever dreamed of. Here are some special meals I have prepared that should help you on your journey. I can't thank you enough.
Morning.
Hello again. Great, thanks. That means your brain and legs are functioning properly, which is a good start. Speak to Trudy if you want any more work. I think we can start giving you some real jobs. Until next time.
Hey there. I'm Trudy Lawson. I was born and raised here in Drywells, and I've been a part of the Hunters Guild as long as I can remember. We're what most groups here wish they could be, about as free as one can get in Legion territory. We help keep the land out here free from the creatures that keep people up at night, and trust me, there's a lot of them. The Legion doesn't need help protecting the roads in the town, but there's a lot of wilds to tame and not a lot of us. Is that a serious question? Come on. I used to help lead this place, now I'm barely allowed to be a part of it. They don't want me to carry weapons, they don't want to allow me to fight, and they sure as hell don't want me working. You know, that's a good question. Drywells has been my home my whole life. I was born just up the river. I'm lucky enough to have a better gig here with the Hunters Guild than anywhere east of me for hundreds of miles. If I head west, there isn't much but lawlessness and war for 100 miles either. Here I have a roof over my head and friends by my side. I think I'll stay put unless the Legion kicks me out or floats my body up the river. They know I'll take a few of them with me if that's the case. I sure do. We'll start you off with a smaller hunt, but a hunt nonetheless. If you want to be one of us, you'll have to prove you can handle some critters by yourself. Up the hill by the villa used to be a camp for the Twisted Hares tribe. Before that, it was a campsite for tourists. Now, it's a charred ruin. The cave there attracts all kinds of bottom feeders and scavengers. I want you to head up there and wipe out a mole rat nest for me. Any questions? Sure, they used to own everything around here. Now the Legion will barely mention them. They're pretty much erasing them from history. The only remnants the Legion leaves behind are the ashes of Twisted Hare camps and the carcasses you see along the road. The Twisted Hares were a force to be reckoned with, and we had a lot of unpleasant encounters with them. Still, I preferred them to Kaisar. There are rumors of a survivor of the Twisted Hares, a woman who rose up in the east and carved up a lot of legionaries. Not sure if it's true. Good. Come back when it's done. You can keep any spoils for yourself for this one. We don't want any meat from animals that fed on human bodies. Just make sure you get the mother. She's the one that caused the infestation in the first place.
What are you doing here? This is my claim. You trying to steal my shit? Nobody steals my shit. I was here first. I hear you. I hear you. Okay, let's do it. We'll go splitsies. Go ahead. Have some of the food. I won't shoot ya. But not the rest. The rest is mine. Don't touch my shit.
Hey. That was a great thing you did for Paula. I bet you could earn even more karma if you help some more people around here. There's a lot to fix here. If you want to do more good, you should speak to Proximus again and see if he'll let you free more slaves. The Legion is usually happy to let them go, as long as you're willing to pay. Later.
What is it? You want to free more slaves? I'm happy to part you with your money, but I can't let you take them all. There is work that needs to be done, menial labor far too lowly for the legionaries. I have an idea. Since you care about them so much, why don't you go speak to the slaves tending the field? Decide which one deserves freedom the most. It'll be a fun game. You can do your good deed for the day, and I get to work the other slaves harder to make up for the lost labor. I'll only charge you 200 caps for this one. None of them are quite as useful as Paula was. Wale.
Hey there. The Legion came into our camp at night, and our guard on watch had fallen asleep. Such an idiot. We didn't stand a chance. They gave us machetes and made us kill our own guard. To make us stronger, they said. It was for those sick fucks' entertainment. Those of us who participated were sold into slavery. The rest were killed. I'm going to get my revenge, one way or another. If you help me, I can come back and help free these people. I'm an NCR trooper. I was stationed near Cottonwood Cove. Goodbye.
Hey there. I need to get back to work. Did you need anything? My tribe was captured by the Legion long ago, when I was just a boy. They originally wanted me to train as a legionary. I wasn't a great legionary, but I was always brave. My Decanus decided that I had earned the right to live, but not to fight. I never made it to a proper battle. After a failed training mission, he sentenced me to work in the fields. He insisted I still make myself useful. Oh, wow. Really? Thank you for considering me. If you free me, I won't waste the opportunity. I will make my way to the Mojave and start a new life. I've heard there's cities with lights so bright it looks like the sun is up. I'll never come back here. Never again. Bye.
Hello. My family originally lived in Boulder City. It's right along the Colorado River, by the dam. I was a bad kid. I got into trouble and a lot of fights. My family sent me off on my own and kicked me out. They gave up on me. I headed south, where I got in with some bad people. The Viper Gang, we raided farms and hurt a lot of people. I regret it all, and I just want a chance to redeem myself. If you help me gain my freedom, I will right the wrongs I've done. I swear. You've gotta help me. I'm not supposed to be here. My family disowned me and sent me to fend for myself along the Colorado. I got caught up with a raider gang and did some bad things. I'm not proud of them, but this isn't the right punishment for my crimes. Please, you've got to help me. Okay, goodbye.
Hi, I only have a minute if you want to talk. My original name is Liam. I was from Nipton before the Legion wiped us out. They give some of us slave names if we're especially helpful. They call me Service now because I serve them well. It's great what you're doing, saving one of us and all, but the Legion will control everything soon, and there won't be anywhere for us to go. What's the point? There's nowhere to go. Whoever you save will probably die anyways. Bye.
What is it? The captured trooper. She's got some fire. Maybe we'll meet her again on the battlefield one day. Was there anything else? Wale.
Hey there. Thank you so much. I'm going to tell the folks back home about what you're doing here. I'll get help. The NCR won't lose to these slavers.
Hey there. Great work. I'm sure we'll hear a lot less complaints from the villa of trash cans getting broken into. What a nightmare. Let me know when you're ready for your next job. I have a big one for you. If you can handle this, we'll let you join the Hunters Guild. The Hunters Guild prides itself in our ability to take down the most fearsome predators in the territory. None are more fearsome than the Yao Guai. There's a cave on the beach not far from here that is a home to a large family of them. We were planning an assault on it before we lost our home. We learned our lesson in accepting weak outsiders already. We need someone strong to help us reclaim our former home. You will need to defeat a giant Yao Guai to join the Hunters Guild. Clear the cave slowly and keep yourself out of striking distance. Good luck. Unbelievable! You defeated a giant Yao Guai alone? I was worried I was sending you to your death. From this day forward, you are officially a member of the Hunters Guild. You will have the respect of our members and we will defend you if needed. Any hunter would lay down their life for another, and that will be our expectation for you as well. Here, a uniform and a reward. What's next is the big one. It's time to retake our home. Rick has been preparing for this quite a while now. Speak to him when you're ready to get started.
Hello again. Great, I think we're ready to go. Some of the hunters are outside, ready for our assault. When you're ready, go out to the bridge and meet them. If you need any supplies or want a hunting shotgun, speak to Gage. He'll get you geared up before the fight. You and the hunters will enter the front door and assault the Night Stalkers head on. I'll be entering the basement to pincer them from behind. If all goes well, we'll meet in the middle. Alive. Fingers crossed.
Howdy. Yup, I set aside some goods for you in case you needed it. Here you go. Good luck. I'll see you on the other side.
Hope you're ready, because we're heading in now. Let's take the fight to these Night Stalkers and get our home back. Good. Stay close, and keep your gun out. We're going to spread out once we get inside to make sure we have room to shoot. Here's a key in case you need it. Let's do this.
What the hell is going on here? Dead legionaries? Shock collars? There's a note on this one's body. Leave the basement and activate the device to remove all the collars at once. The Night Stalkers will rampage and take care of the hunters. What? Signed, Centurion Gaius Magnus. What the hell? Gaius ordered for us to be wiped out? Why would he do that? Don't tell me to fucking calm down. Gaius killed us all. He murdered so many. I've spent my whole life building up this guild. And now it's gone. What the hell do we do now? It's risky, but I think it's the right move. We need to rebuild our strength before we can do anything else. We aren't even in a position to leave dry wells if we wanted to, with all our injured and the dead we need to bury. I'll move the hunters to this side of the river, and we'll bide our time. If you find an opportunity for us to strike back, please let me know. Here, take this. You played a crucial part in us reclaiming our home, and we are forever in your debt. Thank you. Hello again. The Hunters Guild stands with you. We're ready to get our revenge against that cocky bastard too. I'll alert the fighters. They will stand with you when it's time to make our play. I'll alert the fighters. They will stand with you when it's time to make our play. Until next time.
Hey. You've done a lot already, more than almost anyone around here. I have something to talk with you about, but it's not really safe here. Come with me. Let me tell you a bit more about myself. I've been traveling along Legion territory for the past few years now. I'm gonna be honest, they've got the place locked down. No more raiders, no more crime. Most people around here think it's acceptable. I'm a big believer in karma though. I can't sit around and pretend there aren't human beings forced into lives of servitude all around me. I've been working with a contact across the river to ferry captures into the Mojave and get them out of Legion control. We've saved 30 souls. Behind the door I have boarded upstairs is a group of 4 more. This is the first time I've risked keeping people here in my home. I've never told anyone outside of my contact about this before. Will you help me save them? I can't do that, but if you help these people, maybe you'll get a chance to meet them. All I can tell you is they go by Liberator. Great. Look, we normally have a system. We catch the legionaries on the road, and when they make camp, we steal away a couple slaves at a time. We've never saved 4 at once before, and we've definitely never brought them into a Legion town. It only takes one person to ruin it all. We need to find a way to get our hands on some disguises to get everyone out of here. I think stealth boys will be our best option. I've thought about the Legion uniforms, but we have women in the group of captives. The Legion will likely see right through it. We need stealth boys. If you can get your hands on 5 of them, we'd be able to get these people out of here safely. I'd suggest trying Sam Prescott's store first, and the merchants around town for the stealth boys. Try not to buy them all in one place. You could also try speaking to the Legion Armorer. The Frumentari and the Explorers sometimes use stealth boys. You'll need a decent reputation with the Legion for him to sell to you. They refuse to trade with me. Best of luck to you. Come back when you've got the stealth boys. I'll get everyone ready to move.
Hey there. Sure you can. 150 caps will get you a room. We keep this place pretty affordable for those who need it. Great. Here's your key. It should be the only locked door in the whole building. Goodbye.
Hey there. Welcome to Sunscorched Supplies. We've got all you need, so there's no need to look anywhere else. Seriously. You're shopping at Sunscorched Supplies, the best general store available in Drywells. We specialize in... well, we don't really specialize in anything, but we have a little bit of everything. Take a look. Let me grab my tools. Have a good one.
Welcome to Tony's Barber Shop. You're speaking to the man himself. How can I help you? Welcome to my shop, pal. You're in good hands with me. This is the best barber shop east of the Colorado. Hell, it might be the only barber shop east of the Colorado. I'm just kidding around, but I can clean you right up if you want. My story? I'm Tony, owner and operator of Tony's Barbershop here in Drywells for going on 4 years now. I'm originally from back east, and not Colorado east like most of these guys. I'm from Jersey, Atlantic City. Lost all my caps out there and had to hitch a ride with some caravans headed west. Oh, ain't that thing cool? When I first moved in here, it wasn't working, but Dan over at the villa helped me get it running. Sure was a pain in the ass getting up there with the stairs removed. Pretty sure some quirky guy owned the place before me. Had it all swapped out. I got a ladder set up back there too in case the power goes out. I'm screwed if it breaks for good. Can't imagine getting a mattress upstairs again. Hey, let's keep these questions cool. Kaiser's not too bad. I'll give him credit where it's due. He keeps the lights on and everything running. I gotta give his boys haircuts for free, and he technically owns the place, but they have no problem with me living here and making some money. Most of the troublemakers left town when the Legion rolled through, and the villa has a lot of customers. Business is booming, baby. One time, I had a guy not pay for his haircut, so I yelled at him down the street. Saw a legionary chase him down and just cut the poor guy's hand off. Kinda felt like it was my fault, you know? Sure can. 100 caps is all you need, pal. All right, let's get you cleaned up.
Hey there. Do you need any medical attention? I'm Felix. I'm the head physician here in Dry Wells. I can patch you up, but you'll have to pay for the supplies as you are the Legion's subject. The Legion and the physicians, like myself, have a pretty unique relationship. We are obliged to help the troops and subjects without much pay. In return, we are provided safety, stability, and a better standard of living than most. The Canis Remus ordered this house cleared for my practice. This building was used to house veteran legionaries. Can you believe that? I get better quarters than most of Caesar's finest. Things are limited sometimes, and I can only use doctor's bags and herbal items. But there are exceptions for higher-ranking officers. I do. Let me know if you'd like anything. Sure thing. 100 caps and I'll make sure you can walk out of here on your own. There we go. Looking better already. Sure, 100 caps and I can get rid of that glow for you. Pleasure doing business with you. Stay safe out there.
Salway. I'm Lexus, one of the many explorers here in Dry Wells. I oversee many of the patrols and watch for any threats before they reach our gate. We aren't as active as the front lines, although there have been skirmishes before. When we took this place, there were creatures and violent tribes all along the river. I long for that kind of action again. I do have a small task for you. I happened across a note the other day when I was patrolling up the hill. It looked to be an exploration log from before the Legion's rule here. It contained mentions of the Twisted Hares tribe. The Twisted Hares have been eradicated and erased by Caesar's order himself. So any notes retelling their history must be removed. If you find any more of these notes, I will provide you with a small reward. Well done. Here's your reward. Likely should have found that one myself. Well done. Interesting. Well done. Here's your reward. Ha! Looks like he met his end before the Legion was able to get to him. Well done. True to Kaiser.
Hey. Great. We're all ready to go. There's no time to waste. Every minute we waste here is another chance for the Legion to catch us. You should follow, but don't draw any attention to us. The Legion knows who you are already, so no need to hide yourself. Liberator is waiting for us on the beach.
Look at this. All the little mice are gathered together. Welcome to my trap, mice. Do you think us stupid? Do you think we wouldn't see you running around, freeing slaves, making deals, buying stealth boys from merchants? The Legion has eyes everywhere. You should be grateful, for today its gaze is set on you. Speak, mouse. Squeal for help. Beg the trap not to close on you. Typical profligates, always trying to bargain their way out of everything. How about this? 200 caps for each slave and your friend Diego's life, plus 250 for your freedom, 1,250 caps total. The woman dies, that is non-negotiable. Consider that the price for your insolence. Very well, 750 caps will do. Legionaries, kill the woman, and let us be done with this mess.
I don't know how you bargained for our freedom from the Legion. I've never been rescued before. I don't think I want to make a habit out of it. Here, for helping us. I hope you find it as useful as I have. Maybe we'll meet again someday. I'm not sure. I think we'll get out of here, take the boat, and head west. not much left for me in the area, and I'll need to find a new contact. Thanks again for your help. If it wasn't for you jumping in, we'd be worm food right now.
Awe. Please tell their leaders we will accept their help. I have employed them in many hunts before, but this will be unlike anything they've ever faced. Good. Is there anything else before we head up to the villa? I don't want to face Gaius Magnus without you by my side. Then there's nothing left to discuss. Come, it's time we head up to the villa and prepare our final stand. This is it. Everyone is in position. I've received word that Gaius is sending his first wave to probe our defenses. Any last words? Well said, Amicus. May Mars guide our aim. We've done it. I can't believe we've done it. Gaius Magnus is dead. So many legionaries had to die. The cost was far too great. It'll take time to recover from this, and I'll have to think of what to tell Caesar. Here, I have a special reward for you. A key. Your own home in the villa. You're welcome to stick around as long as you'd like. There is a massive cleanup effort left to do, not just with the bodies and burials, but for the town as well. That's nothing that you need to concern yourself with, though. You have helped more than enough. I couldn't have done it without you. Our roads are secure, the sewers and mines are cleared, and the legionaries remaining in dry wells will serve me. My challenge was successful. Today is a great day for dry wells, and for the Legion. True to Caesar. I believe we had very different governing styles. I will not employ decamatio. That is to say, I will not kill my own men to improve unit discipline. I will listen to my advisors, rather than crucifying them for defying me. Failures will still be met with harsh punishment, but rarely death outright. Where Gaius was brutal, I will be fair. I will still adhere to Caesar's laws, and the Legion's rule will remain absolute here. You want to help more after all you've done? I don't have any work for you here, but you could try asking around. With the villa and dry wells secure, the area is fully under Caesar's control. I'll do my best to ensure it remains that way. Wale.
Show yourself. You won't escape me.
Keep fighting. Hey, show yourself. And I move. There you are.
Show yourself, and I may let you live. There you are. Retro. Die, profligate!
profligate. You'll pay for.
I knew it. Reprisal! Ah! Press on!
Guess it was nothing.
I knew it. Die, profligate! Put that away. Vengeance.
I'm hit.
Reprisal. Reprisal. Die, profligate. Retribution. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Evening.
True to Caesar.
Die, profligate.
Ah!